8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Happy to see you here. Thank you for joining us live tonight. Another Sunday night GasselCast Live where we get to hang out. We get to talk about all the things, mainly talking about Mischief toys tonight. If you're here to talk about Mischief toys, you want to hear about Mischief toys, give us some heart emojis. I would love to see a lot of heart emojis. This week is huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Whoa. Ginormous.
Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a week. As you guys know, just a little bit of history, for most of you know the history, last year around, I believe it was Halloween, we decided to do our very first week-long drop. And it was something that was not planned. We sort of just threw it together. We wanted to see how you guys liked it, a week-long drop session. And we got the most amount of positive feedback of like anything we've ever done. So the fact that we had gotten so much positive feedback, we wanted to continue that train as we, continue doing this whole Mischief Toys deal. And so we did one Halloween, Christmas. We did one for Valentine's Day this year. And here we are back in July doing yet another week of Mischief Toys, Week of Mischief for 4th of July. So this is the first time we've ever done this for 4th of July. Super stoked. I will tell you a couple things right out of the gate. We had to kind of resynchronize what this week was going to be like because we ran into some issues.
So, with that being said, can I mention...
Of course you can. Go ahead.
Last week, Chris said that there will be 2 figures. There will not be a second figure this week. There will be 1 figure this week. The reason being is... This is sort of messed up. All I can say is... We are not dropping a figure that was meant for this week. And that is because we did not receive it in time. There was a bit of an issue with the prototype. And
well, we received like part of the shipment. We didn't get the entire thing.
Yeah, so we're unable to do what we had planned to do as far as figure stuff goes. So if you see something that does not quite match a theme, that is why. And you will see the fire emoji at a later time.
Yeah.
Stuff that was meant for this week.
So the second figure is most likely going to take place next week. All things going well, hopefully. I'm hoping that on Sunday next Sunday, a week from today, we are telling you something really great is coming and we have something ready for the following week. If not, it'll have to be later that following week. So it is a 4th of July item that isn't coming until after the 4th of July, which was not in the books at all.
So sorry. We're so sorry. And this, again, it was a bit of an issue with the prototype. They took a little bit longer than expected. We still got them flown here. But they have not flown here just yet. They are on the way. So we're hoping to get them very soon. We're hoping to drop them really soon. So yeah, if you see something and you're like, why are they dropping this? That is the reason why.
So what we're dropping instead is more of a horror figure.
Yes,
but it's sort of
cool.
It fits a very strange theming that I decided to come up with, and you'll find out more about that this week. I don't want to uncover anything or discuss anything. It's been really hard not to talk about this specific figure.
It's cool.
I think detail-wise, I think the background of the figure I think is really cool, and it also links to a very popular thing, like a very popular series of things. So I know that sounds very cryptic right now, but you'll see that later this week. Excuse me, when we announce it. I am actually waiting for stuff to arrive so I can create a promo. We've already had Peter record his script that I wrote for him, and so hopefully that promo will be done over the next couple days, and then we'll announce this brand new figure that you guys are going to love. However, that doesn't mean we didn't bring anything tonight to show you. We did bring some stuff tonight. We brought actually 2 different things that will be dropping this week that I hope that you guys will really, really like. One is a pin, and one is a print. And what's so funny about this is that we weren't even going to do a print. It was sort of a last-minute endeavor. And when we talked about this, I told Heather, I said, it just makes a lot of sense to me to do the print. So let's do it. I think it would be a cool idea. And Heather was like, okay, I'm totally on board. So Heather, who did we reach out to make this happen?
Take one guess. You'll never guess. We reached out to Loco Duck.
We reached out to Michael Duran, a.k.a. Loco Duck, who did our last couple of prints. He killed it, absolutely murdered it. And we've basically come to an agreement that we're going to work with Michael Duran, a.k.a. Loco Duck, a lot more in the future because we love his work so much. And so this is yet another step in the direction of Michael Duran, Loco Duck / Mischief Toys coming together, working together, and producing really cool stuff. So very excited to show you. Not only do we have a print, but there is a special one, a special print that'll be mixed in, and it'll be a chance sort of a deal when you order your print. And we're going to show you both versions.
We're not showing both.
What? Yeah, we got to show both. Yeah, we got to show both. That's what I said. Did you not hear me?
We literally just spoke about this, and you said we're not showing both. Are you, like, crazy today?
No, but we should show both. Why not?
Okay. I mean, we can, but
Yeah.
we talk about things.
Well, maybe I thought you were talking about something. I thought you were
No,
talking
I
about this.
wasn't. I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I misunderstood.
Yeah,
what
we
you
were
said.
specifically talking about the print. I'll show both. I
Yeah.
don't mind.
Yeah, let's show both.
I didn't realize that was a plan.
Yeah,
Otherwise
because I
would've
want to
done
show
it.
them what they have a chance at.
Yeah. So, okay, let's go over what's going to happen this week. So, every single day before the following day, we will show you what will be available, and we will let you know when it will be available. Right now, we are going to show you tomorrow's item and tell you about a little something extra that we are coming up with tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you the piece count as well. But we're not going to show you everything that's happening this week. So far, Chris mentioned a pin. So we have a pin. He mentioned a print. And we have one figure this week. We do not have 2 figures this week. The second figure will come at a later date. There will also be 2 other items for different days. Every single day this week, Monday through Friday, we have something new dropping.
Yes.
And it's
Something
gonna
brand
be
new.
awesome.
Brand spanking new.
Brand spanking new.
Okay. So, do we want to show the first item?
Give me just a minute.
Okay, I'll give you a minute.
Steven Sklansky, there is no cat pee anywhere. Thank you.
Cat pee?
Yeah, you said you're high on cat pee.
Oh. No. Patrick Norman, the new cat situation is going really well. So, we are super happy. The cat he's made his way in. And he is now a part of the family. So he's inside the house as we speak right now. He's hanging out. He's having a good time. It's awesome. Can we talk about how amazing, how much amazing week of last week? What?
We can, but hold on. I walked out when you talked about the kitty cat.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
If you're not following Fritz, you have to go to Instagram and follow Fritz the Cow Caint. Fritz the Cow Caint, which is spelled Kaynte.
Yes.
I'm telling his story, and sometime this week I'll tell you about what happened after my last post. My last post, things got a little crazy, and that's sort of how we got his name, Fritz, because he was on the Fritz.
On the Fritz. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a good little dude, and we love him.
He is so great.
We are planning vet visits. They're actually going to visit our home because we think that's the best way of doing it.
Yeah, right
but
now.
so far he's doing well.
Yeah, right now. So he's inside if we have him roam free, he's supervised. We just brought him in, like, actually in for an extended period of time today. He's been in the house before.
Right.
A couple times, but it's only for like 10 minutes or less. Today, we actually brought him in. We have him in our dining room. We got a little fence to separate him for when we're not, like, in the, like, right now, he's in the room right next to us. So we have the fence closed off because we have another cat. And since he hasn't had medical care, we don't want them to, like, interact too much. We don't want them sharing food and water. We don't want them, like, getting all up in each other's business yet. But they have met. Valo, he's okay. He's not super accepting right now.
He's getting there.
But he's getting there. He stopped. He hissed, like, 3 times, which was really out of character for Valo. But it was when Fritz was, like, in his house. So he hasn't done that in a bit. But...
so far, so good.
So far, so
we'll have
good.
more updates. Go and follow that Instagram
Yeah.
for more information.
He's so cute.
I plan on making some sort of TikTok or something like that with him as well, because I
Yeah.
think telling his story would be really cool.
He's amazing.
So
hold on.
Okay.
So you were reading a comment from Zachary Stone.
That's what I'm about to get into.
Oh.
Yeah. So this past week, we did a huge merch drop, and Heather has been wrapping all of that this weekend. So hopefully we'll have everything out over the next couple of days. It's going to be it's going to be a big job for us to get this thing done, because people were ordering, different product, right? So it wasn't just putting a figure in a pin in the same box and then shipping it off. It takes a little bit more time, unfortunately. So we're working on it. Heather should have it done soon. We were booked this weekend with a lot of stuff, but I think we'll have it done soon.
So, so right now I'm working on the Coven blood merch. Did you
Oh
mention
my
that?
God, yeah. Okay, so the Coven blood merch, but what I wanted to say before we get into that, I just want to thank everybody for the merchandise drop. I know I did it in a video earlier this week or so, but thank you to everybody who got involved with that drop, who bought Ghastly and Demonstra. We're seeing, like, a lot of new people buying those older, OG figures. I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Love seeing that Ghastly is making it into more homes. In addition to that, we loved seeing that people enjoyed the keychains, all the magnets that we put up, and also the decals that Heather created. So, the merchandise drop was something that was like, okay, we'll just put this stuff up and see if people like this stuff or not. And it was a huge hit. So thank you for making it such a huge hit. We are so ecstatic that all of this stuff is on the website right now, that people can just go in there and buy at their leisure, because we've never really had that. Like,
No.
Our website is practically dead, and there's no reason for anybody to visit. So when people ask me, they're like, oh, Mischief Toys, what's Mischief Toys? Like at work.
Yeah. I'm
like, oh yeah, MischiefToys.com. Oh, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to see if I can buy something. I'm like, well, there really isn't anything on there. So don't waste your time. But a drop is coming soon. Well, now I don't have to say that. They can go on and buy keychains and everything else. So thank you guys. You guys are the best for that. Yeah.
It's been cool. It was a huge success. I am exhausted.
Same.
When we've had free time this weekend, unfortunately yesterday was super full. My sister's in town and we had a cookout at my dad's, which was amazing. We had crabs, of course, burgers, hot dogs, corn, all the good stuff. But that was like an all-day event. But I've been packing.
You've been packing all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went out with some friends.
Oh,
to brunch
yeah.
this
We didn't talk
morning.
about that. So we're going to show you the upcoming items for 4th of July week. We're going to get into that here in a second. But I just wanted to mention that we were able to meet up with our friends, Noel and Mike. Noel, our artist, and also Peter, voice actor, who plays the narrator,
Yeah.
and his wife, Heidi. So we got to meet up with them today. And then also our friend, Josh Schwan, and his wife were able to show up. So we had a really good time with all of them today. Josh is moving away. He's moving a lot of states away, so we probably won't be able to see him in person for quite a while. But it was such a good day today.
It was so awesome.
It's nice to get out. Heather and I don't get out that often because we're so damn busy. But it was nice to get out and have some brunch with some friends. And just a big shout out to them, because that was fun.
They're amazing.
We'll have to have more business meetings like that coming soon, because we're getting ready for New York Comic Con.
Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're talking about that a little bit today. So there's a lot going on.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
If anyone is upset over the shipping speed of your merch, you can blame Peter, Noel, and Josh.
You go and yell at them.
Yep.
All right. So 4th of July week. This was yet another one that we had to sort of cobble together. I hate to say that, but it's true. We had items. We've had things lined up. But we had to cobble things together due to the shipments being screwed up and everything else. As Heather mentioned, we do have one other figure. We had 2 figures we're going to drop this week. And both of those figures, we had 2 figures to drop this week, but only half of each of those figures arrived. So we're like, probably not a good idea to follow through with this. We don't like doing pre-orders. That's just not our thing. We'll never do it unless it's for like clothing, because that is literally being made. And it's a local thing, but when it's coming from overseas, I'm not relying on anything overseas.
Anything can happen,
produced.
and there have been times where we've had to like pivot and like not sell something because so many boxes came damaged that we literally could not sell them, and we had to wait for boxes to be created. So no pre-orders, like that's something we just are not going to do.
Yeah, so no pre-orders for us. So with that, we decided so what are we going to do now? Like what we originally intended and planned cannot really happen at this moment. So what did we do? There are 2 different figures, the ones that we're dropping this week. One, we decided we'll drop him later in the year, probably before the summer is over, as like target date. The other one, which is a brand new mold and something that I'm super, super stoked to drop, and it was going to be like the crown jewel of the entire week, something that I was super stoked over, will not happen this week, but instead will most likely happen next week. Now, things could change. A shipment could show up tomorrow for all we know, and then we can pivot again and get everything to work out before the week is over. But I don't see that happening.
I don't think it will.
So the next figure, most likely, the second of the 2 figures, will drop next week instead, and I will tell you this. The figure we're dropping this week is Fire Emoji.
It's super fire emoji, but can I say it?
Please.
You're gonna shit.
Yeah, next week's figure will make you poop in your pants a lot, and it's going to be a lot of a big mess. You're going to have to clean up. It's not good. That part's not good, but the figure itself is very good. Mm-hmm. Okay, so just stay tuned. We're going to give you all the information that you want to know, and I also have to make promos for that because I really like promos. I hope you guys enjoy the promos too. Not only is it fun for me to like design something and kind of put a like artistic side of myself into something, I just enjoy like, I don't know, like the reveal and everything. It's just so much fun. So first thing that we're going to be dropping this week, tomorrow's drop. We're dropping this item tomorrow, and it's a limited number of what?
176 pieces, motherfuckers.
Whoa, Heather.
That was a compliment.
We don't need the curse words, Heather. So do you want to show what the item is?
Justin, we have not shown anything on Patreon that we're doing this week, to answer your question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right about that.
I'm right about everything. Why don't you just stop?
Heather, first item.
First item. A red, white, and blue themed pin. Well, technically it's red. It's a red Ghastly head pin.
Look at that. Red Ghastly head pin. Take it out of the plastic. It's easier to see,
red head.
Yeah, so this is a cool pin. Love these all one color pins. Super sick. So that'll be dropping tomorrow. And Heather, how many are there?
I already said 176.
176. Obviously, we pulled 76. We couldn't make 1776 because that wouldn't make any sense, considering that we like to do low counts. But we could do 176. So there are 176 of these pins.
It is all red,
all
baby.
Red Ghastly.
He is awesome.
You could probably take your guesses at what you might see the rest of the week based off what you just saw, but a lot more to come this week. Now, that pin is just the tip of the old iceberg. We're going to show you this other item, but there's something tomorrow that's very exciting. So not only will this pin be up, but we're also having a one-day challenge, a photo challenge, okay?
Yes.
You will literally have 1 day to do it. So Monday, here in the States at least, we'll have it start at 12 a.m. on the 1st of July.
Is
And you
tomorrow
have
the
until
1st?
11:59 on the 1st of July.
Yeah.
Yes,
Eastern
tomorrow's first.
time.
Eastern time. And the challenge is basically going to be like red, white, and blue.
Yep, we're going to do a red, white, and blue challenge. Take that as you want it. You can do whatever you want. You can have red, white, and blue in the background. You could have red, white, and blue figures. You can do whatever red, white, and blue means to you. I am so excited for this. So, it will technically be on Mischief Monday. This Mischief Monday is not going to count toward the month of July. So every other Monday will count towards the Mischief Mondays, what is it? Contest? Like the monthly contest?
Right.
Tomorrow will not. Tomorrow it's one day only, one winner. Red, white, and blue. So we're going to post that up.
Take your photo tomorrow. Get that posted up. Make sure you use all the hashtags. We'll make sure to post that on Instagram so you know how to follow. And you could win something extremely cool if we select your photo as the winner. We'll select the winner towards at some point during this week for sure. We'll probably go live on Instagram as we typically do, and we'll show off our favorite photo of the day. So make sure you partake in it because there could be something extremely cool in there. I got a good idea for that.
Ooh, I'm very excited.
100%. Okay, so that's really cool. Make sure that you do that. We're trying to get this whole photo a day or monthly photo challenge, weekly photo
Mischief
challenge,
Mondays.
Mischief Monday photo challenge off the ground. We want to see more people partaking and involved. We want to see more photos. The photos so far have been absolutely amazing. Heather, did you select a winner for June yet?
No,
Okay,
because we
so-
are going to select it. So we're going to select it likely this week, maybe. See, the thing is, we waited a bit too long. I have all the pictures and everything in my phone. We just have to select it. But I feel like we should wait until the craziness is done. Like maybe Friday we'll announce it.
Okay,
Announce
I
the
just
winner?
like to get it done because I don't want it to drag on.
No,
'Cause
I
we're
know,
we're gonna be so
same.
wrapped up in shipping stuff and everything
It's
else.
fine.
so.
I'm not
Okay, that's
concerned
fine.
about it.
Yeah. So Travis Spalding, there's your answer. We have to select our winner and then we'll announce it at some point this week. Probably again live on Instagram. I think that's the better way of doing it since people on Instagram were the ones who threw their hat into the ring.
Yes.
So, okay. So now you've seen this pin, which will be dropping tomorrow.
Very exciting.
176 pieces. This is a great pin. I love these. These are really cool. I like the background too. Noelle always kills it with the art scheme and everything else. She does such a great job. So the second item that we're going to show you tonight is a print. And again, as we had mentioned before, for those who just maybe stepped in, the print was done with our good pal Michael Duran, Loco Duck. For those who follow him, we've made previous prints with him as well for New York Comic Con. Roland Roach, you post your photos on Instagram, and we're gonna actually post kind of like the directions on Instagram, so it'll be very clear. We'll probably do it soon after this is over. Okay. So we worked with Michael Duran. It was really important to keep a relationship with him and continue doing great things. And by the way, we have some really cool projects with Michael Duran, aka Loco Duck, coming up very soon. This is literally just the beginning of our relationship building with him. New York Comic Con and now this. So this was important to me. Now those you guys may have remembered about a week and a half ago we put up a merch drop. And it was Uncle Ghastly or Uncle Sam Ghastly. Last year, I talked to Heather about making an Uncle Sam Ghastly because one of our very close friends took our Mischief Toys logo in Adobe Photoshop or something, and he gave Ghastly the hat and then like the little beard and everything. Mm-hmm. And I said to Heather, I was like, I like the way that looks so much. I think it's so fun. I like the patriotic side of it. I like the look of it. It's just really fun. How can we make this into a figure form? And so Heather and I, we got with our artist, Noelle, and Noelle was able to come together with a bunch of arts and all that kind of stuff. And so we loved the outcome where we got the shirts because she like designed all of our shirts and hats. She absolutely killed it. And so with that, I said, you know what would go really cool with all of that merch? A poster. Because the Uncle Sam poster is such an iconic thing that I thought, wouldn't it be neat to have a poster to go with all that different merch that we're creating for the Uncle Sam Ghastly? Well, Michael Duran did that. So now we have posters, and they are so sick. So we have what we would refer to as sort of like a, I guess, a common version. And then we also have a version that is a metallic version. Now, what we're going to do is mix all of them together, and it's going to be just a luck of a draw of who ends up getting it. And by the way, the metallic one was signed by Michael Duran, and I think Heather and I are going to sign them as well. Is that the plan or no? Am I saying the wrong thing about that?
I'm sorry, what?
Michael Duran signed these. Are we signing it as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll be signing all of those as well. We won't be signing the regular ones, but let me show you. So here's the regular one, and I love
Fucking cool.
I love the artwork so much. So here it is. I'm hoping you guys are ready.
They're gonna shit for this too.
So that is the Michael Duran work.
Look at him.
I love it so much. How cool. So these most likely will not get signed, but we will sign the other one. So if you're lucky enough to get the other one. Uh-oh. I'm waiting for all the emojis to come through and the response. All right. Okay, people were very excited. That's very good. I'm happy to see people were excited. Yeah, so I love this thing. I think it's so cool. It came out looking perfect. Perfect. And then we have the metallic one. And that is the metallic one. I love that. Isn't that cool?
They're both so cool. I love them.
I love it.
And it is signed by him. Right up. Where am I? Right down here.
Yep.
It's in blue. It's hard to see here, but it pops on the poster in person.
Yep.
Or on the print in person. Oh my gosh.
So after Noelle did her thing for the t-shirts and hats, we passed it over to Michael Duran to see, what he would come up with for a poster, and he killed it. I think originally we were going to have Noelle do like a poster or something. I think you and I talked about that. Did we not?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
No, because she was working on a lot.
Yeah. So I'm super, super stoked over these. Again, this will be just a chance. If you buy this one, you'll have a chance at getting this one as well.
This will be limited to 1 per person.
Yes, 1 per person. And we're not even talking about the limited number of these, correct? Not yet.
Not yet.
We'll announce that later.
We'll announce that the night before.
Okay.
Shadow Force, we take care of our artists very well. Don't ever worry about that. I promise you. We're not giving counts on either of them, but they are not a very high piece count. I will say that.
Yeah, very low piece count on these. What am I calling? I was going to call them
Prints.
a picture. Print.
Prints.
I always call them picture or poster. I always say that.
No Mischief Toys frames. If you make a Mischief Toys frame, let me know. I'd love to see it.
But there will be an add-on $5. Oh no.
No. These will be included
Okay, never mind.
with a
Protector.
sleeve.
Yep. So there's no choice in it. You're getting a protector.
Yeah.
In the price. Yeah. So there you go.
These are 8x10. 8x10. Both of them.
Yeah, I love them. I think they're so cool.
They're so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So amazing.
Yeah, Michael Duran is the man.
I think we're going to get them framed. I don't know if we'll do side by side, or what if we did a red frame for one and a blue for the other?
I like that. That's very cool.
That would be fun.
And what about the time in Central Time will you drop tomorrow for the pin?
We have not decided that. I
think
for fuck's sake.
I like the little I like the little piece that came out.
Yeah, I have a mechanical pencil and it died and it whatever.
All right, Heather, tell them the time.
10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. is that Mountain Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time.
Pacific Time. So there you go.
Did I do good?
You did very good.
Yeah. Did I get them all right?
I think so. Yeah, so these will be available again. This will be completely at random. Once you order this one, you'll have your chance to get this one. We'll drop more information about when this will actually be dropped later this week. So as we've done in the past, we will drop or we'll announce the next day's item, as Heather, I think you mentioned this at the beginning of this video, but we'll announce it the night before.
Yes.
So we like to do everything. It's all very last minute. We're not telling you giving you like a week's time. You're basically finding out through your email. So go over to mischieftoys.com, sign up for that email or newsletter, and you'll find out all the information that you need to know there. Excuse me. And also go on Instagram and sign up, and follow us there because we post a lot of good information. Not only that, but that picture giveaway, Jesus, I'm like, my head's fucked up. That picture contest will take place on Instagram. So make sure you go and check all of that.
Yeah, Justin McKenzie asked another question that he would know if he were actually present this whole live, which I know that you have been because you've been commenting since the beginning. But I'll entertain it again, Justin. Will they be released at different times or the pin and print released together? So this is being released at another date.
We weren't clear. I don't think we were clear.
We were. We said it a couple times.
I don't think we're that clear.
We said it a couple times.
I think you're tagging Justin for
This isn't happening tomorrow, Justin. By the way, when this does go up, it will be in the merch tab. Because I know that's your next question. Tomorrow the pin is dropping. So
Gray Stark, 8x10.
Yeah, 8x10.
Yeah.
But Justin, this is the only item dropping tomorrow. We just wanted to show you guys this to get you super hyped up.
There you go.
Also, I love you, Justin.
Thank
you for taking my shit.
Now you can get excited. And again, Heather and I will sign all of this version as well. That way you'll have everybody's auto on there. And for those who do not get an autographed one, you can bring it with you to New York Comic Con this year because the entire crew will be there. I believe Michael Duran will be there as well, if I remember correctly. So you might even be able to run into him and get him. Might not be. You might be able to run into him and get it signed. I think he may come at least one day, he said. So both go up tomorrow. Where on the site, Heather?
Yeah, Dean. Tomorrow under FAQ.
Right. But there will be a figure this week, as we mentioned. That'll probably be more or less at the later end of the week, toward the end of the week. I'm excited about the figure, as we talked about at the beginning of this live, which I don't know if a lot of you were here then, because I noticed the number has risen quite a bit. But our figure situation got screwed up, so we had to pivot, and we selected another figure that will be dropping this week. But I promise you, it sort of wraps into the whole 4th of July sort of thing. It's in a kind of a effed up way, but it's kind of funny too. But I'm going to be making a promo for that this week.
But that's fine.
I'm going to make a promo this week, and I think it'll be a real blast.
Yeah.
Literally.
I am so excited.
Yes, I think it'll be cool.
Justin, I'm just giving you shit. I love giving you shit. It means that I like you. Don't worry about it.
She must really like me.
I really like you. That's why.
I get it a lot.
That's why I call you a dumbass.
Michael Petrino,
almost
yes.
every day.
They will all come in a sleeve. So they'll all come in like a protector thing.
Yep, all of these will be protected.
That'll be included in the cost.
Yep. So they're going to come inside of a protector between two pieces of cardboard in a bubble mailer. So hopefully everything survived. We had very good luck with that with the leftover prints from last year from New York. They did very, very well. I'm very happy that we thought of that.
Stoked.
Super stoked.
How many exclusive for NYCC? We cannot announce anything about NYCC at all.
But except we will be there and you should be there too. And we also suggest going all 4 days.
Yeah. So NYCC, it'll be our biggest year ever. And I think I say this every live now, but it is the biggest ever and the biggest Night of Mischief ever.
It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
It's
and
going to
in
be
fact,
so awesome.
this weekend, I feel like we've pretty much solidified our logo for the Night of Mischief, which I'm
yes,
super stoked
it's
about.
amazing.
Yeah. The
amazing.
logo came out looking really, really great. I wanted something sort of on an iconic like level, and I think you guys are going to love it. We'll definitely have signage at our event. And that'll really, once the signage has been created, it'll bring a reality, like a special reality to the whole thing.
We're not announcing the Night of Mischief just yet. We will announce that closer to the date that the tickets go on sale, which will be in August.
Yes.
So we'll give you as much information as we can when we can. Right now, we're sort of at a stage where like things can change. Potentially, so we're not giving any information yet. So just be on the lookout in August.
Martin, are we ready for NYCC 2024? And we actually aren't at all. I am ready to go. Like I'm ready for it. Like I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. We don't have the parts and pieces for it just yet, and I'm still writing up what is going to happen during the Night of Mischief event and the scripts and everything else in between. So be on the lookout for more information coming probably in August. I think that'll be like the earliest time that we can actually start really talking about it, like in a really heavy way. Yeah. The one thing that Heather mentioned previously is that we're not going to talk about where the event will be publicly.
We never talk about it.
Yeah.
We send that out to the ticket holders literally like the night before.
We just want to make sure that people aren't showing up and trying to get in when they didn't buy a ticket. And I do want to let everybody know now, and I try to bring this up pretty often, but the ticket price to get into the event will definitely be more than it has been in previous years. I think the first year was like free. The second year was last year was like $10, just as a placeholder, really. This year is going to be a lot because there's a lot more exclusives and things wrapped into it. Okay.
Yes.
So we're just preparing you for that now for those who have interest in coming to it. But I think it's going to be a real cool situation going on there.
Yeah, you guys will have a lot of fun. Tyler, we cannot say anything about our New York Comic Con exclusives. We'll put that information out there when we're ready. I don't even want to be vague about it.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is it is incredible. We really put a lot of effort into this. We being me and Chris and Noelle. It's really cool. I promise you.
Has the Mischief Factory purchased an expandable conveyor for all those shipments? No. But it's so funny, bringing up just what happens here with our new warehouse. We have, I know this sounds ridiculous, but we've already practically outgrown it, as silly as that might be. Our warehouse right now is so full that we can barely move around.
Well, that's because it's not organized yet.
Well, it's not organized, but it's just a huge mess.
It's a lot.
So we got to get everything situated in there.
Yeah.
We definitely got to put a weekend in. Maybe after the 4th of July event, we can get in there and really put some elbow grease down and get it all situated.
Well, we're pretty busy next weekend. Maybe next Sunday.
Is it just me or what? So we don't talk about Bruno and we don't talk about the location of Night of Mischief. That's right.
Yes. We're going to call the location of Night of Mischief Bruno.
What is the Bruno thing, by the way? Can you just tell me?
That's in Kanto.
What is it? What is it?
I don't remember. I watched the film, but I don't quite remember that part.
It was a good movie, though, right?
Yeah, I remember it being good. I don't remember why they don't talk about him.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Someone refresh it in the refresh my memory in the comments. Thank you, Tyler. I am so excited, though. I can say I'm very, very excited to show you guys what we have for New York Comic Con, for Night of Mischief. You guys, oh my gosh, you're in for a real treat.
Yeah, we've already decided that we're going to probably, for New York Comic Con, we're probably going to need, in previous years, we've rented like a van to carry things there. We're thinking this year we'll probably need like 3. So
2 to 3.
2 to 3. So it's going to be bigger. It's going to be a bigger event than ever. All of it across the board.
He was the outcast.
Oh, okay. Bruno can tell the future.
Whoa.
Bruno
he caused everyone to freak out with his prediction. Man, I gotta watch that movie again.
So I think I'm gonna watch that because I've never watched it.
Nikki said he was a fucking weirdo. Everyone was like, oh, he's an outcast. And Nikki's like, he's fucking weird.
But I mean, he's weird, but does that mean he's not a good character?
No, I remember him. If they're talking about him while saying they shouldn't talk about him, he's a good character, right? He's a big part of the movie.
Yeah. He caused everyone to freak out with his predictions, Lutnaboot says. Bro was in the walls, big chillin', Jordan says. Was he in the walls? Now I need to know.
I don't remember. I really need to watch that again.
Yeah.
That's
Brian
hilarious.
Barrick is here. Hello, Brian Barrick.
Movie was trash. Yeah, okay, Michael. As trash as you. Shut up.
Hey.
What?
How
Tell
dare
him to
you?
shut up.
Who?
Michael.
Michael who?
Patrino!
Oh, come on. No, he's a good guy. His power is just misunderstood.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Is that-
Anna
is
Megan
that-
said that.
Is that when guys say, like, I'm a nice guy, and then they go on, like, a murder spree?
Does that happen?
Probably.
I don't know about that. So 4th of July, a little bit of recap. So tomorrow we'll have the photo challenge, which will happen just in that 24-hour period. For you to take a photo that's a red, white, and blue inspired.
Red, white, blue
inspired photo of your Ghastlies, Demonstros, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anything Mischief Toys. Make sure you post it. You're going to use all the hashtags. You're going to tag Mischief Toys as well. All those different things in order to enter yourself into the runnings to win a very special prize. And I've already selected, I think, what that special prize is going to be. So make sure you get involved in it because you're not going to want to miss the item. That is for damn sure. Also, as we mentioned before, Red Ghastly Pin will be dropping tomorrow. This is the only item dropping tomorrow, which will also work with the photo challenge as well. So those are the two things happening tomorrow. Of course, Tuesday will bring something new. Wednesday will bring something new. Thursday will bring something new. And Friday will bring something new. So you'll see something new every single day this week, be it that we are talking about the winners of the giveaway or pins or whatever. Okay, so our figures. All sorts of cool stuff coming this week. I'm excited about it.
You hear that, Justin? We have a pin tomorrow and a challenge tomorrow.
And then, of course, these pictures will be available.
Laugh.
These pictures will be available, and this you'll have your chance at getting this one, this metallic one, which I'm so stoked over. So the cool thing about this poster here, or print, is that we were going to make this iridescent, I think, at first, and then we ended up going with metallic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
we did the prints last year on a more like hollow, similar to our stickers. And this one, we saw it on both the hollow and on the metallic, and we preferred the metallic.
Heather, very good question from Nathan Bakken. I was wondering if somebody would ask about this. Any update on part 2 of the Coven code?
No, that'll happen sometime after this week.
Okay.
Yeah, this week we don't want to muddy it up with Coven stuff. There's going to be enough excitement. But we'll definitely be posting, sending you guys the Coven an email very, very soon.
Excellent.
But another update for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning-ish, we are working on shipping out the Blood Red Coven merch, which was a huge drop. Thank you to everybody.
Would you mind going and grabbing mine on the counter? Because I'll show them.
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much, everybody who purchased that. Apparel is something that we were going to just do our classic logo, and that was it. And, of course, the Coven logo. But then we decided with the zombie figure that we were going to make zombie shirts and hats. And you guys ate that shit up. And you loved it. And you loved the pre-order stuff. And the Mischief Club. I think the Mischief Club might have been the first pre-order shirt we did. Mischief Club. Hellfire Club, Mischief Club?
Oh, yeah. Jeez. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I always forget about that one. But you guys, like, were so supportive of the pre-order thing.
Yeah.
And you guys just love it. You're, like, killing it with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we drop apparel almost every single drop now, and it's not slowing down. And you guys are amazing. It just allows us to make Mischief toys bigger and better and, like, come up with things that realistically 2.5 years into doing toys, we shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
But we're able to do it because you guys are so supportive, and you buy not just our figures, you buy our pins, you buy our prints when we do prints, you buy our shirts and hats. I mean, it is amazing. So thank you. Thank you. It helps us so much more than you know. I'm going to go grab the Coven merch.
Oftentimes I see a lot of people who really aren't into, I guess, the designer toy world. So their expectation is every figure that is released is a brand new mold. And unfortunately, as you could tell from a lot of companies our size, that's just not even possible. Unless we're hand making them or something, but that just isn't what we do. When you're manufacturing them, getting these molds created is a very expensive endeavor. The fact that we've been able to have as many molds as we've had up until this point is really incredible, and we have way more molds coming towards the end of this year. More coming your way is super, super exciting. So here's the Coven merch. This Coven merch is cool. I didn't even know it was in. Heather had to tell me about it today.
You carried it in last night, and you said, "What was it?"
I
said,
thought it was the white Coven stuff. I didn't know. Yeah, I thought it was like extras or something.
Well, I do have an update that is very cool, but I'm not going to say it just yet.
When are we getting Chris's bathwater?
I'm
gonna throw up, Yazzer. I'm gonna throw up everywhere.
There is hair in it.
It's not good. I'll just tell you that it's not good.
Toe cheese in it.
It's not. You're not sure if it's hair on my head or hair on my hog.
No.
It's really hard to figure out which is which. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Oh ho ho! So I'll be wearing this tomorrow to work.
There's
Look at that.
the back.
I love the red on the black.
The red is so good.
That is so sick.
He did an
So
amazing
sick.
job.
Yeah, he killed it.
We have such a wonderful shirt and hat company. He's become a friend, which I never thought would happen.
He's a Funko fanatic too.
Yeah, he is a Funko fanatic. He is such a nice person. We're really lucky to have the people in our lives that we have.
Oh, I know.
We've been really
out
of the blue.
Everything that we do, we're just so lucky. All the people that we meet, including all of you guys, having such great support behind our company. I can't tell you, just for months, you guys have been. A lot of you have been here talking. Hearing me talk about getting out of my day job and being able to do Mischief Toys full time. And I know that we're getting there slowly but surely. Heather will be jumping ship soon and doing her thing, and then it'll be me eventually doing my thing. It takes a little bit of time, but we'll get there. But I'm excited for the future of Mischief Toys. It's going to take a lot of work in order to get there, though. Look at this hat. Coven of Mischief on the back. The last one said Coven of Mischief, right?
Yeah, it's the same as the white design.
Yep.
Just
beautiful.
In red.
Beautiful. I love it. I love all this. It's so cool. And then, by the way, on the merch, did you put up the new lanyard, right? The new Coven lanyard?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you go on the Coven of Mischief, what is it? The Mischief Covenstead tab. You can go and find brand new Coven of Mischief stuff, like the keychain, right? Keychains are on there. Yeah, so go and check all that out now. All the brand new merch that reached the website last week.
And decals that I made red ones and white ones, and they're amazing.
Heather always has a death stare, believe me. I can't say anything right. If I was on here alone, you wouldn't see any death stares. It would just be fun, fun, fun.
Well, he says fun, but you guys would get very poor information. Because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I know what I'm talking about.
We can talk about something 10 minutes ago, and he will give you, he will tell you the exact opposite. I swear to you. It is insane. Yesterday, there was a situation, and I was very frustrated about it. Very frustrated. Can I tell them?
What is it about?
Okay, I'll tell them. So, I'll remind you, since you can't even remember the bullshit you put me through. So my dad had a cookout yesterday, and I was in charge of making
corn?
the corn.
Oh, come on, Heather. Enough about the corn.
No, shush. So he comes downstairs, and I say, I have 2 tasks for you. Please listen to me. He said, okay, I'm listening. So I told him the first task. He said, okay. I told him the second task. He said, can you repeat that? I said, I asked if you were listening, and you said yes, but okay, I will repeat myself. So I told him the second task, and the second task was I had corn on the stove. It was on high because it had to come to boiling. I said in like 2 minutes, check to see if that is boiling. Once it boils, turn it on medium, high heat, and set a timer for 20 minutes. I go to take a shower. He said, okay. He said, I will do that. I go to take a shower. Taking a shower. It was a long shower. Had to shave my legs. Okay? It's been a while. And we were going to a cookout where I had to wear shorts.
Thank you, Michael Petrino. I appreciate you, buddy.
Shush it.
It's really good to see I got a little support here. Thank you.
That's because he doesn't live with you. And Michael Petrino would be driven
Michael
crazy
Petrino,
after
if
the
Michael
first
Petrino
2
lived
days.
with me, it's very similar to heaven.
Yeah, you'd be touching each other and doing weird shit. I was upstairs.
How do you know what we'd be doing?
Because you talk about
Hold
him
on,
more than you talk
hold
about
on.
me.
How did you know that's what we'd be doing?
Because you love him more than you love me. I was upstairs. I just got out of the shower. I text Chris. I said, hey, you set that timer? He calls me like 3 times.
No answer, by the way.
No answer because my phone's on silent and he's manning the corn.
She'll put that...
He runs upstairs. Heather, what do you mean? What timer? I said, motherfucker, I told you to set a 20-minute timer once it came to a boil and turn the burners down.
Thank you, Brian Spears.
He said, I didn't turn the burners down and I didn't set your timer. So he burnt my corn. He burnt.
Thank you, Dean.
I've never
Dean
burnt
said
corn.
you should shower quicker. Very good point. I like your point.
Yeah, fuck off, Dean. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what's coming to you this week that we talked about? I'm gonna
I had a lot of Team Chris going on here. I didn't know about.
I'm gonna shower that, Dean.
A lot of Team Chris going on here.
Yeah,
it's
well,
pretty good.
Well,
Team Chris all day, baby.
okay. Well,
What do you think?
You know what? You guys can be Team Chris when I say screw you for taking up for him, and he can pack all your orders. Guess what? You're not getting shit. You want to know why? Because what were you doing all day? Not packing Coven merch.
I was upstairs folding your underpants. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't fold my underpants.
Heather, I was up with my teeth. You ever see those people who take the stem from the cherry and they tie it?
Yeah.
That's what I did with your underpants today. I put them in my mouth. I folded all your underpants in my mouth today. No, I took care of all your clothing today.
No, I
and I never
appreciate
even
it.
got a thank you or
Yes, I
anything.
did.
I was working up there tirelessly.
No, I said that would, when you asked me, I said, wow, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much.
I was sweating all over the clothing.
Okay, that's because you got a big beard.
I know, I was
It's
sweating
very
all
fuzzy.
I was sweating all over your clothes. I sweat all over your underpants. Oh my God, silver-haired wolf, Team Heather. Okay, I got a...
That's because she doesn't want burnt corn.
Got a totally different outlook on her right now. Just saying that. I'm finding out who my friends are. Anybody else? Who else wants to stand up? Oh, Christina Payne? What? Christina Payne too?
Ooh.
Oh, this shit's getting off the fucking rails.
Wow.
Put on that. Put that on OnlyFans, Chris. Where I'm wrapping them underpants up my mouth. Yeah.
That would be hot.
I'll make a couple bucks.
That. Brian Barrick said, I'll tell you that corn isn't boiling after that story.
Woo-hoo!
I don't know what that means, but...
Nick Master Amico, man, I was Team Chris all the way until he burned the corn. That's where you draw your lines when I burned the corn? How dare you? Hey, Heather, I'm going to tell you because Chris doesn't listen. You can cook corn in the microwave. Wash and clean the corn, but leave the husk on. Put the corn in the microwave, set the timer.
Thank you so much. That is such a great tip. But with 12 ears of corn, I couldn't do that. That would take forever.
Why do they call them ears, by the way? You ever wonder that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Larissa said, Heather, it's a husband thing. They only half listen. Let me tell you something. He only 1% listens. He doesn't even get to a quarter listen.
Jason Eldenholm says, Chris is lucky Heather didn't turn his brown eye into a burnt cornhole. Oh, thank you, Nathan Heckman. See, Nathan Heckman comes in very hot. Fuck the corn, Team Chris.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Yeah,
next
bro.
time you drive 9 hours or 10 hours or whatever, I'm going to fucking turn my back on you.
Chris puts on your undies and talks like Bane. I do that. Time to go mobile.
Do?
Yeah, do. I have no friends, Chris. LOL. You have more support than you know. Sorry, though, I'm Team What's going on here? Jeez, too many Team Heathers. We need to change this whole thing up. That's what we need to do.
Well, maybe if you didn't suck.
Show us Uncle Ghastly already.
We did. What do you mean? We did. Right here.
Oh, and here's the this is like the special version. There's two different ones.
Yay! More information this week. Tomorrow, this guy, 176 pieces. I'm going to pull him out again.
Oh, Carlos Q took the cheap route. Team gassed.
Oh, that doesn't count.
I don't know, Carlos. You might want to be on Heather's side on this one.
Listen. I loved Carlos, but I don't know about that anymore.
There it is. Look at that.
God, he's so good. I love the red on red.
Me too.
And it's a slightly darker red, like where everything's raised.
I like solid
It's
color
so
stuff.
cool.
That's why I like our initiation stuff so much.
Dalton, there will be a figure this week. It is not 4th of July themed, although Chris thinks it sort of is. So I guess you guys can make your judgments then.
The week after, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, the week after, more than likely it seems like, but the week after we should have our 4th of July figure ready to go. Let's just say there was an issue that happened. And we didn't get all the figures that we needed in order to do the drop. We only got part of the order, and it really screwed everything up. And I think it's mainly because things are stuck in customs. It just sucks. Customs sucks. But I mean, customs is for a good reason, but it just sucks in a situation like this. What about Team Noel? That's a very good question, Nathan Bakken. Team Noel all the way. That's me.
I'm Team Noel too.
All day, every day.
Nikki said that shit is called selective hearing. No, that's called being a piece of shit.
Hey! Heather's heard me cry, so you heard Star cry?
Mm-hmm. She's probably heard me cry. She made me cry. I love Star.
You guys are crying to each other?
Yeah. We cry all the time.
Mike Watrine and I did that together. We cried to each other.
Instead of crying on each other's shoulders,
no,
we cry on each other's balls?
No, we're talking about how much we can't stand being around you. So we both cried about it.
John said men only listen when it involves sex. Which after the corn incident might be a while for Chris.
Is that what he said?
Uh-huh.
That's really good. I like that. Stars and Stripes Gargoyle. Well, goddamn, you might have just come up with a new idea there, Justin McKenzie.
Wow. There needs to be a figure? I mean, there is a figure this week. I wish we thought of Uncle Ghastly. That would be sick, but you guys are a little late. We just thought of a print.
And also Team Peter, the narrator. Hell yeah. Peter is the best. So got to see him today. Got to talk. Peter is unbelievable. His wife is too. Both really great people.
They really are.
Just down to earth, great people, fun to talk to. Peter and I were discussing Maryland Day. When we went to Maryland Day, we bought beers for each other. And I think we both realized it, but we just were being crazy. We got 10% alcohol beers. And so Peter was like, hey, how'd it go after, the Baltimore or the Maryland Day thing? He goes, how'd you do? I said, man, I was out of it, like way out of it. And he's like, yeah, me too. He goes, just so you know, I've been blaming you for that day, like how we got so wasted. And I was like, that's so funny. I turned to Heather, I go, Peter's over here saying that he's been blaming me. I've been blaming Peter this whole time, haven't I?
Yes,
for real?
you have.
I always say, I was like, Peter gave me too many of those beers.
That last fucking beer that Peter gave me.
Peter sunk my battleship.
Did we talk about how messed up you got?
Mm-mm.
I
got destroyed.
Should we? Or is that something you don't want to talk about on YouTube?
Oh my God, well, let's just say this. I drank like 5 or 6 beers, and the last 3 were 10%ers. And they literally knocked me completely out. And there's a lot of the day I don't remember. And that never happens to me. But it hit me friggin' hard.
It hit him so hard that he tried walking into traffic and then he laughed about it. Then he took me to a door to the parking garage that was closed. And there was like a code on the door and he was like, oh, don't worry about it. I know the code. And he starts typing in numbers. And I'm like, what fucking code did you get? It was, how we have a code lock?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were typing in numbers.
Did I open it?
No, you didn't open it, dumbass. He was typing in numbers.
I thought maybe I was really good at it.
No,
Like I knew
you
what
were
I was doing.
crazy. He was typing in numbers, and I'm like, what is it? And you're like, oh, don't worry about it. I got it.
Oh, it destroyed me.
Oh, yeah. And then we had to walk around. So after what was it? Maryland Day, not Mischief Day. After the Maryland Day event, after that, we had to get up super duper early, drive into Baltimore, do Maryland Day. We were there for, what was it, like 5 or 6 hours? Then that night was a Gwar concert, and it not only was it a Gwar concert, but it was also like we had VIP.
Our business meeting.
Yeah, we had a business meeting with Gwar, but we got to go backstage. We had VIP. We talked about Gwar. We talked about Mischief toys. We talked about a bunch of cool shit.
That's when I woke up.
Yeah.
From it.
I mean, he was like effed up big time.
So Ashley has a very sweet message here, and I wanted to read it to you.
Oh, I'd like to read it.
This might sound cheesy, but will show my appreciation for you guys. On my shipping label, I got a handwritten thank you with the heart as the exclamation mark. I'm saving it for my sticker book, heart emoji.
Aww.
So by the way, I hope you like my little heart.
No, that was mine.
You imagine I wrote that on there and put the little heart there too?
What? Oh, I think, didn't I owe you a protector or something, Ashley? Because I don't normally write notes on shipping labels.
Oh my God. So, speaking of that, and this never came up during our podcast, but during the very first drop that we ever did, Heather said, I am writing a personal note to every single person who bought our first figure. And she wrote a personal note on the side of every... Do you remember that?
Yeah, every shipping box.
On the side of every shipping box.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people still have them.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe... How many figures is that? Like 300?
Something like that.
Or something like that? That's freaking crazy. I told her, I was like, you better not do this because I think you're going to make people expect this in the future. You got to stop. She's like, I'm doing it.
No, I wanted to do something special for the first drop. It was for the first drop. It was just to show everybody that we really appreciate them.
Do you like that's how I envision you?
Yeah. That's not what I looked like.
You look like that.
No, I was busy being yelled at. I was crying. I was like, my husband's yelling at me. I'm trying to be nice to everybody. He's fucking yelling.
The only difference was you had really big, gigantic glasses on.
You know what? Anything's better than them big fucking teeth.
Thanks a lot. How many have kept all their packing slips?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Chris always sends me feet pics. Hey, that's secrets between us. That's why Heather is the best. It's true. Aww. I am also Team Heather.
Aw, thank you. I'm Team Chris.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm Team Heather. Fuck you.
You guys are the best. Those little things mean the world. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad. Heather does go the extra distance on a lot of things. I'm more of a piece of shit most of the time. But I try to do nice little things when I can. I'm more nice when it comes to I don't know, when we happen to meet with people and stuff. I try to give a lot of time to people. And, Heather knows what our time is like. And she's like, you can't give so much time to everybody. I'm nicer in that way, or I guess I'm more thankful in that way. Well, Heather's more thankful when it goes like orders and stuff like that. You're really good about all that because I wouldn't do all that.
So the reason I'm so weird about timing with like us in person and stuff is because there's always a lot of people. Right. So I don't want to give somebody 20 minutes and then give the next person 5.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather it be like quick, and we can give time when we can. But it's hard to during events and stuff. It's very, very difficult.
Got a message from somebody very important.
Okay, they're gonna have.
Okay, gotta fix that. Whatever that problem is. Team Chris, Team Heather, and Team Gasly. Geez, Cody Law's covering everything. Richard Perez, hey man, how you doing? Yeah, Jim Maxwell. That's like writing wedding present thank you letters. Much respect for that. Yeah, Heather is like big on that. I like that. I like that, Heather gives like that extra attention, the extra detail. I think it's really great. Thank you, John. I know she is a lot prettier than me. That's for sure. Oh, Frank, yeah, of course. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. I would not mind ever signing Pops and all that kind of stuff. It's always funny. I've been approached a couple of times about signing like Carnage and Venom Funko Pops and all that stuff. Remember that? Yeah. So we signed one for Frank. The Carnage.
Oh, that's awesome. Jason said, if I could get a personal note that says, here's your shit, fucker, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, so Mischief Toys, big things this week. Real excited about it. I'm excited to see what you guys think when you see more of the drops. The prints are really great. The figure is really great. You haven't seen that yet. We have some other pins. This pin is really great. Again, this goes up tomorrow. The red Ghastly Head pin for the 4th of July will go up tomorrow, 176.
176 pieces.
10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Want to go off the track for a second, but just, I think, obviously not watching, not here or anything, but just a big shout out to, I'm not going to name him, but the person who sent us the box of stuff this week, the Ahsoka Funko Pop.
Why aren't you going to name him? You named him in the fucking video.
Should I?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mike Becker.
Thank you, Mike Becker. We love you.
I don't know. I just don't want. I don't know. He never really said he wanted to be named. So it just
he
made
should answer his fucking text.
It just made it really
That's what
weird.
I'm gonna say.
It just made it really weird for me. But a big shout out to Mike Becker for hooking us up with the box. So I did want to talk about that just a little bit for our patrons. So patrons, look out for our next call where some of those items will be included during our giveaway.
Spoiler, it will not be my signed Ranger Freddy because it's very special. And it's also not going to be Hall H. Ahsoka. Sorry to let everybody down.
Nick, that's so funny that you're asking that. I don't know when the July Patreon will be, but I want to figure it out this week with Heather because we have to be ahead of the game. We're always behind the 8 ball on that.
It's not going to be this weekend for sure. It's a holiday weekend. People are traveling and
Maybe the
we're
following
super
week?
busy.
We have to look at the schedule. Mike Becker is the best. So
he is.
A big shout out to him. He's so great. I will tell you this, and I can't tell you how I know, but I'll tell you that I've received messages from somebody who basically stated that Mike is he appreciates us. It seems like he really appreciates when we are, he likes to see that what we're doing with Mischief Toys with the channel, we're always about helping one another and giving stuff away. He made a comment to this person basically saying, I liked that in the video they talked about giving some of the stuff away. He's like, that made me feel really good. So Mike likes that. He likes that type of camaraderie.
He is a very giving person.
Yes.
He is very caring. I'm not saying that because we just received a big box of stuff. I'm saying it because one of our good friends was going through something years ago, and Mike donated to his family a bunch of stuff that they could use as like raffle stuff to gain money for a specific thing that they were going through, and
for medical needs.
It was like so kind. I mean, the stuff he gave away were like heavy items, and it was super cool
grail
that he was able to do something like that, and that was really special.
Yeah, so it's funny. Somebody reached out to me today, or reached out to us on Instagram today, and they basically stated that they saw Mike this weekend and they were talking about us. So I thought that was really funny.
That's fun.
Yeah, so they were talking about us and like, hey, probably about the unboxing, and all that stuff. But just a big shout out to Mike Becker. We love that guy. Love him to death. Are you close to picking a date for the RJ unboxing? Michelle, that's a really good question. So I am not in charge of that at all. Heather is more in charge of it than I am.
There is one piece of the puzzle that needs to happen first, and that hasn't happened yet. So
we're still waiting.
We're still waiting on that. You guys will know in that little group chat before.
It should be in July.
That's the hope.
That's the aiming. We're aiming for that. Because there's something very important associated with it for Mischief Toys with that whole thing. So an announcement from us. So we need to get it done by the end of July. So more information to come.
Michael Petrino said, big shout out to Chris on the production of this live and every other video. Not Heather. # Team Chris. Well, I'd like to let you know that these videos wouldn't be shit without me. So.
Oh, damn.
And they wouldn't be shit without you. I couldn't do this by myself, and you couldn't do this by yourself. I think it would be like we could, but it wouldn't be half as good.
I've tried to make videos. I mean, I've made videos on my own.
It's fucking stupid.
And it's weird because I don't have nobody to talk to.
You don't have nobody?
I don't have anybody.
I ain't got nobody.
I don't have nobody to talk to and hang out with or anything like that. So, can we wish a great friend and longtime supporter happy 60th birthday? Well, happy 60th birthday. Are we talking to Wayne Paris?
Is it your
birthday, my friend?
You're not 60.
There's no way you're 60 years old. But if it is your birthday, if that's who we're talking about, happy birthday, buddy. And please, let's leave all a little emoji in the comment section for our friend Wayne Paris. What a great guy. One thing I'll never forget about him. We were at New York Comic Con the very first year with Mischief Toys. And we had some gargoyles sort of stacked up. And he was over talking to me. And he goes, I want to buy another gargoyle. And I was like, I looked at him because he had already purchased one. I said, what? And he goes, there's somebody I'm giving it to right now. I was like, oh, okay. And so he bought it. I handed him the gargoyle. There was a little kid stand there, and he handed it directly to him. It was just like that. And he goes, take that. He goes, I hope you enjoy it. He goes, this will get your collection started. Just like that. And the father was standing there. Father was dumbfounded. Because Gargoyle Ghastly wasn't cheap.
No, he was
like $70 or something?
85.
Yeah. So Wayne just did. Oh, Cliff Demzik. Happy birthday to
Cliff.
Cliff Demzik. Oh,
Happy
Cliff
birthday,
Demzik is the
Cliff.
best. Love Cliff. Love Wayne. Love Cliff Demzik. But yeah, when
I can't even believe that Cliff is 60. He's not.
I know, that's
freaking
shocking
60.
too.
That's
I know.
a lie.
But when Wayne,
Wayne, you're full of shit.
when Wayne did that, it was really shocking. I just
so
thought that was so
sweet.
sweet of him to do that. You don't see people doing nice things like that. You usually see that in a video on Instagram where people are filming doing nice things. But he did something really nice without anything, right? He just did it out of the goodness of his heart.
That's the kind of people we attract.
I appreciate that.
I love
Can we
that.
get the Team Chris and Team Heather t-shirt pre-order going? Then we'll know the real answer to all of this.
Let's
Might
be
go through that.
honest. Come on.
We're going to
Don't
sell
be
out of
stupid.
those. We're going to sell out of those Team Heather shirts way too quickly. It's chemistry, Jim says. If you remove one component, you lose the effect. In other words, you guys complement each other. Some people would think that. Even today when we went to brunch, they were like, Jesus. They were like, how in the hell do you guys run Mischief Toys like this?
This is you guys in real life and on videos. What the hell?
Oh, Wayne Paris went to his birthday yesterday.
Oh.
Cliff. Oh, man. Good old Cliff. I love Cliff. Good dude.
Wow, Jason turned 43 yesterday. Happy birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I almost said congratulations.
Congratulations on another year.
That must mean I'm tired.
Foolish Morgans, hello. Glad to see you. Glad to see you here. Man, by the way, Nick Morgan, really great friend. Him and his wife, really great friends of the channel, of Mischief Toys. For those who are unaware, he was actually putting Ghastly and the Monstro on that TV show that's on Shudder. The, what is it, Jim Bob? What is it called? Jim Bob? I can't remember, but it's like the theater show, after hours theater or something like that. But anyway, he was posting photos of the figure in the backgrounds, which we posted on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Nick mentioned this to me a while back, and I was like, oh, that's great. That's so cool. I can't wait, to see it like literally on the TV. And people started posting photos of it. And I was like, damn, that's so cool to see Ghastly in an actual TV show. So big shout out to him for doing that. That's so damn cool.
So freaking awesome.
It is cool. We have people that love Mischief Toys that are in the damnedest places. And one of them just happens to be in the television and film industry. Joe Bob Last Drive-In, thank you. Go and watch Joe Bob Last Drive-In on Shudder. Shudder is so cheap, by the way. You can go get...
Oh my god, it's I think they charged me like less than $80 for a year.
A year, yeah. And they got a lot of really great horror-related shows and films and stuff like that on
and
there.
A lot of it, my favorite part is a lot of it's sort of like shitty stuff too.
B-movie shit.
Which I love. So one fun fact about me is when I was younger, I would have movie nights with my best friend. She lived right next door. And we would just stay up late and watch like the shittiest movies we could find either at Redbox or Blockbuster when that was a thing. or on like Comcast On Demand, like
my
the
God,
cable
Redbox.
On Demand. They
Jeez.
still have those.
Redbox?
Yeah.
For
There's
real?
one at the Walgreens right up the road. My pharmacy.
You ever see people using it?
No. But I normally go like really early, like in the morning.
Wow, that's incredible.
But I used to watch like the shittiest movies you could find. And so it's sort of like fun to go through every once in a while and watch like just a real shitty movie. One thing that I recommend to everybody who is like me and likes very like low budget horror films, go watch Into the Dark on Hulu. What that is like a series of movies, and they're so bad, but they're so good. I love them so much. There's, I want to say like 15 to 20 of them. I'm hoping that it's not over. There hasn't been a new one in a couple years. I absolutely love them. And some of them, they have like bigger actors.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name who was in, was it the newer Jeepers Creepers movie?
Justin Long was in the first one.
Yes, him. He is in one of the Into the Dark movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you'll see faces that you recognize, and it's like, why are you here? Like, don't they just pick people all like from Walmarts to come in and act in these?
Larissa Ellis used to work for Redbox. Redbox was really popular during COVID. They even have streaming services now.
Interesting. That's weird.
I have so I watched Jason. I've never watched Troll 2 as a film, like the film, but I watched Best Worst Movie, which is great, the documentary. I never felt like I needed to watch Troll 2 after watching that because it gave you a lot of inside stuff, which is a great documentary. I got to go back and check out Troll 2 one day. So Nick is here, so we're going to tell Nick because Nick is just showing up. Nick, we have, and everybody else who's just joining us, we have a brand new print coming this week for the 4th of July. So this is the Uncle Ghastly print. And so you'll have a chance at getting this one, the metallic one, when you buy the regular one. So when you buy the regular one, that'll be up on the website, you'll either get one or the other. So this will be available this week at some point. We haven't announced the date. Heather and I are going to sign all of these. This was also signed by Michael Duran. These were created by Michael Duran, aka Local Duck. Loco Duck. So make sure you get yours this week. They will come with protectors to protect them.
Yes.
Right? And then we have the red Ghastly pin. It's a solid red pin.
And you can't really see it in the camera here. I don't know why it's so odd sometimes, but we will take photos. You guys will see it on Instagram. You'll see it in your emails if you're signed up for the Mischief Toys newsletter. There is a slight difference in color between like his face and horns and then like the lines of his teeth and eyes and the lines around him and his horns. This is a gorgeous pin. I love it. I am so thrilled with how this came out. It is so much fun.
176, baby.
176 pieces. How much will the prints cost? TBD. We have to go.
I think Heather still has to do the math on it, right?
No, I think I have a good idea, but I have to check one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Mikey, hello. That's a cool pin.
Sorry, I'm blocking our face. Should I bring our new family member in here?
No.
Why?
No, don't do that to him. Heather's talking about the cat. I don't want to do that
chilling?
to him. Yeah, he's hanging.
Let me show you guys. Oh, that's not my phone. I'm literally looking at my phone.
Any idea when more Ghastly box protectors will be available?
August, September timeframe.
Are they all gone?
All gone.
Wow.
Completely gone. So, Fritz is inside now for anyone who did not receive the update earlier. If you are not following Fritz, he is on Instagram. He's our new kitty cat who was a stray. He's been a stray. I've been seeing him for like 2 or 3 years, but he came to us he came to me. He had like a wound on his head one evening. When I had seen him before, he would just like run away. And one night I was outside. Oh. I was outside grilling dinner and I heard a meow. And it was a really weird meow. We have another cat, Valo, if you didn't know, but oh my God, that's so cute. If you didn't know, he's a senior cat. And I was like, did Valo break? Like, it was a really weird meow. And I turned around and it was this cat that I had seen all the time, but he always ran. And I was shocked that he was like meowing at me. And I looked and I saw this it was a huge wound on the top of his head. And I was like, oh my God, I started crying. I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this cat? Like, he's hurt. What do I do? So he didn't come any closer to me, but I found out he was in our front yard. So I grabbed a treat and I grabbed a plate so I could put, it was like a soft treat. And I put it onto the plate and I got pictures of him. He like ate on the plate, but he was still enough for me to take pictures just in case I could like send it to somebody who could possibly help him. So I called my vet. They were like, yeah, there's nothing we can really do. Like, if you want us to see the cat, you have to bring him in. And I'm like, I can't bring this cat in. He fucking hates people. What do I do? So I call animal control and I was completely transparent with them. I was like, listen, I have this cat and he does not like people. Like, he runs from me every single time. I thought he was like a mean cat. I was like, he runs from me. He doesn't like people. And I'm really nervous to call anybody because I don't want him euthanized. You know, I just want his wound taken care of and him to be released back. And they were like, call Save Cats. And they're this nonprofit in the county that we live in.
Which we want to do something with Mischief Toys as a charity.
Yeah.
For them at some point.
Eventually.
We really want to do something for them because they're really great.
They
so damn great.
They were so incredible. So basically what happened was I emailed them and literally within an hour, it was like 45 minutes, they emailed me back. I said, don't want him euthanized, but I need him treated. Like, I don't know. I said, I assume it's a he because he's like sort of big, but I don't know. I always call him a he. And I said, I want to make sure that his wound gets like either stitched up or cleaned up or whatever. And literally that day they dropped off a trap to my house. And she sent me a video with very detailed instructions on how to use the trap. I had never trapped anything before. And within a day and a half, I trapped him and I took him over. They fixed him. They gave him his rabies shot. They gave him his distemper shot, and they gave him an antibiotic shot, which stays in the kitty cat system for 2 weeks in hopes that like the wound wouldn't get infected. And they cleaned it up for him too. Yeah. And I was so grateful. And when they brought him back finally, he was mad at me, but he started coming around. I continuously feed him. He started coming around again, and he let me pet him a couple weeks ago for the first time, and he is like the sweetest cat. I don't.
He is. I can't explain incredible. It, but it's like he has his soul has bonded with ours. I can't explain it any other way. It's just like he's meant for us. He's meant to be here. Last night it started to rain outside. I felt so bad for him around 2:30 in the morning. I guess it would be more this morning. But Heather ran outside with an umbrella looking for him, and he disappeared. Showed back up this morning, and he's doing well. He's in the other room, just laying down and hanging out. Is the door open?
Yeah, the door's open, but he hasn't gone out.
Okay.
I hope he's not shitting on the floor. I gave him a litter box.
Jeez. Sounds like a cow kink gargoyle is going to need to be made.
A cow kink gargoyle.
I like that idea. That's so fun.
I like the gargoyle.
Yeah. So, that's our cat story. So, Fritz the cat.
Listen, I'm going to drop his Instagram.
In the comments?
In the comments.
Oh my God. Gassel Cat. That's right.
Yep.
I like that. There's a band I like called 69 Eyes. And they have another band called 69 Cats.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because it's different style music. It's
That's
funny.
fun.
Yeah, so go and follow him.
Yeah, go follow him.
follow
Oh,
Kim.
Christina Payne already dropped it. In the comment section down below. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, he's such a sweet cat. We're so grateful that he found us. I love him to pieces. So right now he's separated because we have another cat. He hasn't received like a full vet workup. We have someone scheduled to come to our house, which is really cool. It's probably going to cost us $1 gazillion, but I would literally do anything for this cat. I was telling one of my friends today, if he wanted my car, I would give him my car.
Jeez.
Like, I love this cat. But we have someone coming to the house on the 11th. But I'm on a wait list, so if they can see him sooner, then I will have
Well, they
him
were going to
sooner.
come here last week, but he wouldn't show up.
He has been hanging
disappeared.
out for like 2 weeks, all day and all night. The one day that the vet called and was like, hey, we can see you today,
He disappeared. He ninja'd out.
ran away.
Fritz a rescue cat. He was a neighborhood cat running
Yes.
around, and we saw him frequently, every once in a while. Heather would see him. I don't remember seeing him over the years, but Heather does. But he would show up every once in a while, apparently. And then most recently, we noticed he had the wound on his head. He was then picked up by some folks. They fixed him up, dropped him back off here. He was really pissed off when they dropped him back off. He did not like Heather and I at first. He ran off, and then he returned later on. And ever since then, Heather has slowly been luring him into our home or into our family. But at this point, he seems to be more ready than ever. He's laying in a little bed in the other room. He's really, really happy. And it makes me feel good because he's not out in the elements. He's not having to deal with the rain and thunderstorms and everything else that's been going on. Last night, again, Heather had to go outside and look for him, but I just felt so bad for him. I hate that. So he looks so, I don't know, like...
He looks angry all the time.
No, well, a little bit, but he...
I call him scrappy.
Right now, he looks like so chilled out. Like he doesn't have to worry. He doesn't have to worry about anything. Like he doesn't have to worry about his next meal. He doesn't have to worry about somebody coming and trying to grab him or do something bad to him. Oh yeah, there he is. That's where he's laying right now.
Yeah,
actually,
that was him a couple hours ago. I did not have to put him in the bed. I bought the bed specifically for him. And he wanted nothing to do with it. He laid next to it, but he wouldn't lay in it. As a matter of fact, another one of the neighborhood cats was laying in it one night. I caught it on our camera.
Oh,
its
really?
head was hanging off the side, and he was sitting next to it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, he refused to sit in it. But the other day, I set him in it, and he was like, oh, this is for me. But he didn't want anything to do with it then. He got out of it. And then all of a sudden, he just laid in it a couple minutes later.
Jim Maxwell says, "Thank goodness for a local place called the Big Fix. They've helped tremendously." Yeah, so he was fixed this most recent time. And Heather made a good point. She's like, I wonder if before he was fixed, if he was like a wild cat, running around, because he is so chilled out.
He
right
is. So basically, their theory for the wound is that it's like heavy mating season right now. So they think that it did look like it could have been like an attack from another cat on his head. So it could have been like another male fighting with him over a female.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so either like he was scrappy before he got his balls chopped off, or another cat is like fighting him.
Good question.
It could have been both of them, like with their crazy testosterone, or it could be just the other cat. I don't know.
Oh, Tyler Anderson, I'd love to send treats and stuff for him. Oh, that's really sweet.
So sweet.
Thank you.
He's actually stealing all of Valo's treats right now. We do treat time with both of them so that they can see each other and be around each other a little bit without getting, too close in the evenings. And they seem to be doing okay.
Yeah, so he has been getting along with the other cat, Fry Banshee. So far, so good. So hopefully in the coming weeks they're hanging out with each other and laying around each other. But right now they're sort of separated. Their territories are separated right now.
Yeah. So
they are sort of separated right now. Yeah.
Valo did a bit of hissing a couple times. That's completely normal. But today he got a little bit like not cool with Fritz when Fritz tried to get on the couch.
Yeah,
Valo
we're
didn't
happy
like
about
that because that's where Valo hangs out. But I think after a couple weeks, right now, they're separated by a fence when they're unsupervised. But once I'm in there, like, I work from home tomorrow, so I'll let Fritz roam free. He can go wherever he wants. And I think after a couple weeks, they'll be...
R. Perez says a card set with all different Ghastlies in the Monstro would be badass. That's a cool idea. I never thought about card sets.
That'd be fun.
Sounds like the female wasn't into sex and kicked his ass.
It could be.
That's what Party Game Time said. So Party Game Time said that they have multiple cats.
Aww.
And it looks like Tyler Anderson has 4. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jim earlier said that he has 9.
Wow. Yeah, I had for years. Like Valo is Valo came before Heather. I've had Valo now for going on 16 years. But I had him and his sister. His sister since passed away a couple years ago now.
Violet.
Yeah.
No, it's
about a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
She passed away on New Year's Eve.
The New Year's Eve in 2022, right?
Yep.
New Year's Eve 2022.
Going into 23.
Yep. Yep. So sad. But now we have Fritz in the house, so it could have been a predator. My aunt had a cat just like your Fritz. He was outside mostly unless it was snowing, but he used to fight raccoons and possums, anything that looked at him wrong.
Yeah, it could have been. We don't really see raccoons or possums here. Occasionally, like in other, like where my dad lives, about 15 minutes away from here, he has like possums and I think raccoons, but here we have a fox. And oh my God, it is beautiful. It is a beautiful fox. But I read that unless the animal is like hurt or super aggressive, they sort of keep to themselves. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I read.
Nikki is true. Valo is old man.
Yes.
But he's a really good cat, and he even comes across as like a young guy. He doesn't come across as being old.
Yeah.
He's such a good dude though.
Lisa has 2.
Wow. Jeremy has 6. Wow. Yeah,
That's
I had
wonderful.
at one point in time I had 3 at the same time. One didn't work out because he was fighting everybody.
He did for the craziest thing is he was fine for a while and then he just started destroying our home, spraying on everything, which if you guys have ever had cats and know what the spray is like, it is foul. And he started beating up Valo and Violet in a way that we just weren't comfortable having him around. It was a territory thing, I think, and we rehomed him. He would have made a great only cat.
Nikki says Heather's going to bring the fox in next.
You know what? Foxes.
She saw one the other day.
Gorgeous.
She said it was humongous, and she wanted to bring it in.
Huge. No, I don't actually
I
want to bring
that thing in here. All right. Oh God, we have to go and take some photos of some of this stuff that we'll be putting up this week, so we have to run. But remember, this week these will be dropping. You'll be buying this one with a chance at getting this one.
Yes.
Which is the metallic one. It'll be signed by Michael Duran and Heather and myself.
The metallic one.
The metallic
will be.
one?
Yes, this one will not be signed. Justin, just so you're aware, these do not go up tomorrow if you're still here.
Damn. But these will be going up at some point this week, and we'll let you know the day before. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter at mischieftoys.com.
Yes. And follow us on Instagram at Mischief Toys and follow Fritz on Instagram.
We're going to have our photo challenge.
Hold on. Fritz the Cow Cane. So tomorrow
is our photo challenge.
We have a photo challenge. It will not count towards Mischief Mondays. We are not doing Mischief Mondays this week. We are only doing our 4th of July photo challenge.
Yes.
So, however, it'll be one less Monday for you to compete with people for like the month of July. But tomorrow it is a red, white, and blue challenge. It will run for 24 hours only. So from 12 a.m. Eastern to 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, Monday, July 1st. Red, white, and blue is the theme.
Question. Purchase limit on prints. 1 per person?
1 per person on everything unless otherwise noted.
There you go, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's... That's what will always happen. So, for example, you did not see a limit on Pride Ghastly. There was not a limit on the Snazzy Daddy. You also did not see a purchase limit on the merch. That's because there was no limit on the merch. So you will see if there is a limit in the emails for every item this week.
I don't think Hyundai paid the ransom yet. Just a heads up. We were being asked. Did Hyundai pay the ransom? That's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so there's the red pin.
It is gorgeous.
Back up a little bit. It's a little bright, but yeah, that kind of gives you a gist of it. I love that pin.
It's so cool. Great.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I hope you guys love what we do this week. We try not to be super overbearing and do a new figure every single day. Not saying that will never happen, because anything can happen. We are very mischievous after all. But I like the idea of a pin and a print because that goes easier on your wallet.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. We're trying to do more, trying to have fun, and we appreciate you guys being there and supporting and enjoying all the things that we do with Mischief Toys. Lots more to come this week, so make sure that you stay tuned by going to mischieftoys.com, signing up for the newsletter, and also following us on Instagram. Thank you to all the mods who were here tonight: Michael Petrino, Anna Reyes, Fry Banshee, and Christina Payne, all of you, Brian Barrick. Thank you all for being here and supporting this channel and this live. Thank you for trying to get the likes up and sharing all the different links and everything. It means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, look out for this brand new pin that will be coming to you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss it. More information to come tomorrow. I'm going to post something on Instagram here in the next couple of minutes to give you the outline of what the photo challenge is going to be.
Hey, Justin's still here. This will be on the merch tab, Justin. Okay, bye.
Oh my God. Later, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. We'll
see you next Sunday.
We're so excited for this
New video all week long. Enjoy your 4th of July. Bye.
Bye.